Hi everyone, welcome to Thursday Night Hoops, powered by Napoleon Lawn and Leisure. Joel Freeland, Josh Burgett here. Josh, another week in the books and another week of surprises, especially in the Cascades.
Oh, it's been an absolutely incredible week. You and I had that Michigan Center Hanover game, and what a great game that was. Hanover played great. Saw Grass Lake get a big win over East Jackson, so it's just been, over Napoleon. It's just been a crazy week all over the place.
Hey, crazy week. We've got a lot more to talk about. Stay with us. Highlights right after the break.
Introducing the all-new heated cab for the John Deere 1R tractor. Simply cab-tivating.
Stop by our dealership for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment.
We're driven to be the best. We're Jimmy's Towing.
When you're in an accident, did you know the other guys will charge you to get in your car after hours or on weekends? At Jimmy's Towing, you have access to your car and everything in it 24/7, 365. Just one more reason to request Jimmy's if you're in an accident. Tell the police officer you want Jimmy's, or better yet, save our number in a safe place.
We're driven to be the best. We're Jimmy's Towing.
It has survived 3 kids, 53 family gatherings, and 17 unforgettable holiday parties. But its time has come, and Old Yellow must go. Consumers Energy makes it easy with convenient free pickup and recycling of your old refrigerator or freezer. It's just one of over 250 ways we help you manage your monthly energy costs. Helping Michigan save energy, that's our promise. Call 888-990-2246 to schedule your free pickup.
I came to Jackson Orthopedic Specialist because of his specialty, which was shoulders, and also that everything could be taken care of in the same facility. I could have the surgery done here, I could see the doctor here after my surgery, and then I could also come here for my physical therapy. The surgery center itself was very professionally run and it made you feel very comfortable. My shoulder, it feels great now. I don't have any problems with it. Everyone here works together to get you back to normal so that you can go on and have a normal life again.
Some things are just better together. Cookies and milk, chocolate and roses, popcorn and a movie. We believe credit unions can be better together too. That's why Jackson Community Federal Credit Union is joining Blue Ox Credit Union. We have 5 locations to bring you the best services available. Visit our website to learn how Blue Ox can serve you today.
Keeps a membership up where they belong.
Well, here are again, folks, Thursday Night Hoops, and here you have it, the highlights. All right, back folks, there you have it, the highlights. Josh, Jackson Chris, we got to see them, but that game you and I were at, a very unexpected game, not just for the game itself, big win for Hanover, but for the conference. And the way you look at it is, so Hanover beats Center. Center beats Grass Lake. Grass Lake beats Napoleon, and Napoleon beats EJ. EJ beats Hanover. I just ran the whole circle. Where are we at?
I think it's going to, we're going to see what happens at the end of the year. We know who the best teams in this conference are, and what we saw last week with Hanover Horton, if they can play defense like they did, they are the best team in this conference. And they were excellent in that game, and they consumed Michigan Center, which we haven't seen them do very, very often throughout the season, but they did it against a really tough Michigan Center team, and that was a different Hanover Horton team that we saw that night.
Yeah, and again, that home crowd really motivated them, but again, not all games you played on your home floor, so again, in the Cascades, when you go on the road, you got to be ready to win. We've already asked for that game, so Andy, listening to us, we definitely want that one. Let's go to Western. Western Northwest, and Western, they keep winning. You're at the top of the conference, but are you sold on Western? Because I want to be, because I want teams in our area to be those teams, those are the teams that watch. But Western's winning, but sometimes they scare you how they win.
I think what's interesting about them is they're doing what is the most important thing, which is winning. So I give them credit. They're winning the ball games. But the problem is you see so much inconsistency in their offense. Some nights they'll go out and score 40-some, and then you can see them get into the 60s, maybe even the 70s. And they see the same thing on the defensive side. They can't see that consistent defense where they're just going to give up this amount of points roughly and be right there. So that you see this wide spread, and that's been their biggest challenge. Their biggest key is coming up next week against Coldwater. I think that's that big rematch where they can revenge that loss. I think that's their biggest game. If they can go out there, take care of this week, win that game, they're in the driver's seat.
And a lot easier said than done. And remember, we're just getting started here. The season's really getting warmed up. What about some of those teams that we haven't seen yet on JTV that we're looking forward to seeing, like a Columbia, a Concord, some teams that are starting to put some wins together that are being competitive every night? Those are some teams that, again, around the area that as we get around, teams that we may not have seen, but that may be making some noise as the season goes on.
No question. I think that's the key is we see so many good teams, but there's very few teams in our area that are not beatable. So you have to show up every night because you're going to see some of these key games coming up, especially conference games. And what I always like is conference road games just seem to be difficult in the area. And once you play some of these tough games, you're going to see some of the top teams lose to some of these middle or lower tier teams just because they're good enough to get the W.
Well, we've got a lot more to talk about. But after the game with Michigan Center and Hanover Horton, I had a chance to talk to Hanover Horton's Mitch Sauber. Had a big game that night, and he and John Robinson now have decided who my backcourt is. Now I got to round out the rest of my team, but I had a chance to talk to him. Let's check it out. Hi, everybody. Joel Freeling here with Mitch Sauber. Mitch, a big game tonight, a big win versus Michigan Center. You guys lost on Tuesday. You had to rebound quickly, but you came out tonight. It was tentative at first, but once you guys got rolling, it had to feel pretty good to be a Comet.
Yeah. We shot the ball well. We didn't turn it over much. That's pretty much it.
And for me, one of the biggest things is, and you especially, and I mean this, it was fun to watch you tonight because all hustle, all the time. And look, you end the first half. It was a play that didn't have a lot of meaning, but when you made that steal, you showed Michigan Center, you guys aren't going away, and every single play they're going to be contested. What was that mentality going into it when you guys got that lead that you weren't going to give it up?
We just came in. We haven't been playing good. We haven't been shooting it well. So we just came in wanting to get a good win. Just came out and beat them.
Well, look, and you guys got a win. It was big because if you guys would have lost tonight, you would have been down 2 games in the conference. And this is a conference that I believe is going to be tough near the top of the conference all year. You had the loss against EJ. You rebound against Michigan Center tonight. You send a message to the rest of the conference. For you, conference championship, I know that's in your sights. What do you guys have to keep doing well to stay at the top of the conference?
We just can't underestimate teams. We got to come out, hit shots, don't turn it over. Just play every game like it's our last.
And something that was special for me is I walked up to you and you're talking to Larry, and everybody knows Larry, he's having a tough time right now, and they've got a fundraiser coming up for him. How cool is it to see him here tonight and to shake his hand after the game and him to wish you well, because he enjoyed being here and he had a lot of support. How cool is it for you to see him here and have a big win to support him?
It's great. It's great he's here. It's great he's feeling well. Come to watch us play.
So tonight, Hanover Horton, big win against Michigan Center. They sent a message to the conference, and Mitch Sauber, a big part in that. So great game, Mitch. JTV Sports, Joel Freeland. We'll see you next time.
Whether you've been on the road all day or just 5 minutes, 145 is the exit to the meal you've been craving. Family owned and operated for over 25 years, the 145 Family Restaurant's loyal staff offer homestyle cooking guaranteed to hit the spot. From 2 soups and chili every day to kids eat free on Mondays and our $9.99 all-you-can-eat fish fry Fridays, 145 is sure to become your go-to for family nights out. Oh, and don't forget about our pies, the best in Jackson County. Mom and Dad, you can even play Keno while you wait. Large groups welcome, and at 145, it doesn't matter what time it is. We're serving breakfast all day. 145 Family Restaurant, exit 145 off 94, 6031 Ann Arbor Road.
Performance Automotive Northwest. We do way more than auto parts. We've got new lawn equipment from John Deere and Honda, chainsaws and trimmers from Steel and Husqvarna, 2 John Deere ready-to-mow mobile service trailers to make repairs quick and easy for you, and of course our bumper-to-bumper parts selection for almost every vehicle. We really do have it all. We'll even fill your propane. Performance Automotive Northwest, proud to be independent and locally owned for 35 years. Visit us today on Airport Road in Jackson.
Nostalgia Inc., Jackson's home for all things comics, graphic novels, and games. New and back issue comics from Marvel, DC, Image, and tons of independents. Into D&D, Pathfinder, or Shadowrun? Nostalgia Inc.'s the spot with all the books and accessories you could ever need. Nostalgia Inc. also has a huge selection of board games and collectible card games. Whether you're new to comics, a seasoned collector, or just hooked on RPGs, Nostalgia Inc. is the place for you. Nostalgia Inc., located in downtown Jackson.
Hello, my name is Sterling and I chose Walton Insurance Group. Last summer my car was totaled. It was hit by a drunk driver. I didn't know how I was going to get to work or get to school. Walton put themselves in my shoes knowing that I want to graduate and I definitely didn't want to lose my job. I contacted Walton and they kept good communication with me. They kept up with me. They saved me time. They saved me money. And before I knew it, I was back on the road again. Thank you, Walton Insurance Group, for always taking care of me and for treating me like family.
Think outside the big box and visit a real lumber yard. General Materials, established in 1952 by Fred Schmid. General Materials has thrived for over 60 years. Contractors or do-it-yourselfers, we make building supplies easy. Just come in and let us know what you need. Not sure? No problem. We have the experience to answer any question. The best part, we'll load everything for you. No carts, no lines. Just pick up what you need and get to that next job. That's General Materials, the real lumber yard on Brooklyn Road in Jackson. It's better outside the box.
Aspen 1 Hour is here to help you get ready for summer, to give you the professional and friendly service that our customers have come to expect. Schedule us to have your air conditioner professionally cleaned to prevent untimely breakdowns. We'll catch the small problems before they become big problems. And with a precision tune-up and safety check along with safety and cleaning rejuvenation, your AC unit can reduce energy consumption up to 50%. For on-time friendly service, call Aspen 1 Hour today, 517-879-2049.
Welcome back, everyone, to Thursday Night Hoops, powered by Napoleon Lawn and Leisure. Let's get right to it now. It's time for the girls' highlights. So there's the girls' highlights. Josh, Center Northwest, these two teams are playing out of their mind. Clearly the best two teams in the area. And that's not to make any disrespect for any of the other teams, but they're just playing at such a high level. When you watch other teams, they're trying to get to that level and compete with them, but those are two very good basketball teams.
No question, they are. They're really good. Michigan Center 9-2, undefeated in conference play. Have a tough game tonight against Grass Lake. And then you look at Northwest, 11-1 overall, and they have a chance tomorrow night to avenge their only loss of the season to Harper Creek. So I think we've talked about it, and I haven't talked too much on the show, but with Michigan Center being bumped up to Class B, which I think is interesting, these two teams do have a chance to play, because you and I have always talked from a girls' standpoint, we would love to see Michigan Center and Northwest have a chance to play on the court. We might get that opportunity if both these teams can make a run. They would meet in the semifinals as far as the brackets go, but that'd be great to see these two teams get that far and be able to play each other.
So now to talk a little bit more about girls hoops and some of the other players in the area, it's time for the Anytime Fitness 4 to watch.
Our first player is Sydney Schaefer. Schaefer led the Mounties with 17 points in a huge road win over Marshall on Monday. She followed up a nice Monday with an even better Tuesday. The junior dropped 26 points in a 64-48 win over Jackson High. The victory moves Northwest to 11-1 on the season. Sydney also poured in 17 last week in a win over Penfield. She is clearly one of the top scorers in the area.
Casey Shannon from Michigan Center, one of the many sophomore starters on this team. She does a little bit of everything. She's averaging about 10 points and 3 rebounds per game for the Lady Cards. And in Friday's 80-24 drubbing of Vandercook Lake, Casey had 15 points and 5 rebounds. The Cards take on Grass Lake tonight, a matchup of 9-2 teams.
Nathan Burke from Western High School. Burke is turning into a reliable third option for the 8-2 Panthers. In Western's road win at Northwest Friday night, Burke had 9 points, 4 assists. He also had 9 points to go along with 5 dimes last week in the win over Harper Creek. Burke and the Panthers sit at 8-2 and are back in action tomorrow night at home versus Penfield.
And finally, Jack Brocky from Hanover Horton. Sophomore Jack Brocky led the Comets with 18 points in their blowout win at home last week over Michigan Center. He has great size, runs the floor well, and is becoming a pretty good shooter. Brocky and Comets play Vandercook on Friday, and then we'll host Napoleon Wednesday. We'll have that game next week. Get there early. Well, there you have it, the Anytime Fitness 4 to watch. And now let's check out some highlights from the men's team at Spring Arbor University.
Grocery stores make shopping simple. Just like buying metal from Alro. Whether you need 1 piece or 1,000, Alro serves over 25,000 manufacturing customers with metals and plastics, cut to size and delivered next day. Visit Alro.com, your grocery store for metals.
I feel so fortunate to be out on the tour. The only downside is being away from my friends and family. So I don't know what I'd do without my phone. I use it to stay connected. I use it to remind me of what really matters most. That's why sometimes I don't use it at all.
Hosting an outdoor event or party? Make your guests feel comfortable. All American Portable Toilets is the source for all your upcoming event sanitary needs. With our 14, 20, and 24-foot trailers, we provide you with outdoor bathrooms that are designed to give you the luxury of a home bathroom, heated and air-conditioned for your comfortability. With weekend specials, we'll drop it off and pick it up the next week. Call us at 517-764-7888 for pricing and reserve one today.
Brock has to wake up early, and for that, Brock, we're sorry. But Brock has to wake up early because Little Caesars is the only national pizza place that makes dough fresh at every location. And for that, we're not sorry. Home of the $5 Classic.
For at least a dozen years I've been at MVP Sports and using them. Ray and Kelly do a great job of getting me the things I need. Shirts, hats, uniforms for basketball teams, shirts for the golf teams.
We've been using MVP Sports for close to 10 years now. The biggest reason that we come back to MVP Sports is because every time that I walk in the door, they treat me like I'm a first-time customer. I would recommend MVP Sports to other businesses as well as anybody in this community.
The race is on to the Chase in downtown Jackson. 19 flat-screen televisions, 2 pool tables, and an atmosphere like nowhere else in town, all beneath Rusty Wallace's Dodge Charger. With superb burgers, hand-tossed pizza, specialty pretzels, and much more, the Chase is a perfect gathering spot for friends and family. A second-floor basketball court awaits for your next charity, corporate, or special event. With great food and a rocking atmosphere, make your next pit stop the Chase on Michigan Avenue in downtown Jackson.
Welcome back, everyone, for our final segment here on Thursday Night Hoops. Josh, Guthrie Ford Player of the Week, Mason Shannon. She can just flat out score and do so much more.
Yeah, she had 19 points in that big win over Vandercook Lake. She's been excellent, one of the leading scorers for this explosive Michigan Center offense. Excellent choice for our Guthrie Ford Player of the Week.
Our broadcast schedule this coming weekend, Taylor at Spring Arbor University, Napoleon at Michigan Center, Grass Lake at East Jackson. All you know these are going to be competitive games, and always so much more on JTV. And if you're don't see it on the channel, go to jtv.tv, go to our website. That, though, is Thursday Night Hoops. Josh, any final thoughts as we go into the weekend? Because, again, we're getting warmed up here, but as we get warmed up, we start to see the cream rises to the top. What are you looking forward to in this next week of basketball?
Not even just this week, but the rest of the season. We are starting to get into second matchups in conference play, which I think is really important to how you respond from key wins or key losses earlier in the season. I think this is a key time when we really start to see, as you said it, we see the cream start to rise to the top.
So the cream will rise to the top, and Josh and I will get out of here. This has been Thursday Night Hoops, powered by Napoleon Lawn and Leisure. Joel Freeling for Josh Burgett.